I think all those things. I feel confident about the way the economy is moving. Now, ironically, that doesn't mean that they're saving more. I mean, in some ways, they're saving probably less, according to the survey, because they have this confidence that they're going to be able to earn down the road. And so it doesn't walk hand in hand with what you would hope to see with people, which would be that they would be putting aside money for the inevitable bust that comes after every
They
boom.
feel more confident in their jobs. Maybe their incomes are a little higher. Maybe their taxes are a little lower.
Right.
So
all those reasons, and then they say, okay.
And yet they're not putting it away, apparently.
Right. Well, depending on the age group, but what you would expect to see, you see, which is that the younger you are, the less you put away your money, the less you save, the less you think about saving. And you think, and it also goes with the simple fact that when you don't have a lot of money early in your career, you think, okay, I don't have any money, I'm not going to hire anybody to help me do this.
Yeah.
And it's not true, because the less money you have, the more careful you have to actually be with it. And so you see this, people really start saving and setting aside when they get in their 40s and 50s, when retirement is coming at them like a locomotive. And it's usually pretty late in the game for that to be happening.
That's what really stuck out to me, Suzy. 75% of Americans surveyed manage their own money.
Yeah.
I feel like more Americans would be apt to hire a plumber to fix a leak underneath their sink as opposed to hire somebody to manage their money.
Okay, so not only do they not manage their money, but they really don't talk about their money. I mean, it's just even people who are young and educated, have 4 children. They were raised in a household with me and my husband, Jack Welch, right? And we talk about money with them. We talk about the economy with them. And even if you bring up money with them, they are like all human beings. They don't want to talk about it. They don't want to hear about it. It's all going to take care of itself. It takes a special young person to say, I'm going to save. I'm going to figure out what investing even means. And then they don't realize that there are actually tools available to them that are quite economically feasible. You can have these tools that are online or whatever, and you can figure out a way to save and have a financial plan for yourself.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So, yeah.
It's a persistent question. When I was working at Money Magazine years and years ago, we did surveys like this, and we found that people were far more inclined to talk about their sex lives than they were to talk about their financial lives. I don't want to hear about either, but whatever. It shows you how private people are.
Yeah, and get a load of the statistics that shows that for 32% of all women, their financial advisor is their husband.
That bothered me a lot.
I know, why? Unless he's in the markets, why would you? It's like, why, just turn to some, I guess there's a trust factor there. And then divorced people, the number is very high, in 56% or even higher, 57% of divorced people don't talk about money with their families at all. But if there was a time you needed to talk to somebody about money, it would be when you're going through a time where your money is completely changing. And people feel alone. They feel there's all sorts of emotions associated with money. And I think you're right that there's almost any topic you could talk about besides money.
Yeah.